So we have just rescued a very righteous man. I'm gonna show you guys. I think he's still on the bottom. A very righteous man from this village that was full of cultists from a hidden church. There he is. Brother Genitivi.
You're back. Have you reached the urn?
No. So, we're on a quest for this urn. He has a good hairline. I don't know about it. But, you know, some guys are unlucky. Hopefully we don't become like that in 10 years we also. Anyway. We're looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, which contains the ashes of a martyr in this world called Andraste. And supposedly whoever finds the ashes are gonna be able to perform a miracle of some kind. And the reason why we need to perform this miracle is to save a righteous leader that is suffering from an incurable sickness. So that's why we're here. Hey, a Bront. Get him. You see, the Brontos are like these massive pack animals, usually used to carry animals of burden, like an ox. But since they've been converting them to... Why is my teammate dying? Why is he not getting healed? There we go.
I am armed.
But since they've converted this one to an aggressive variant. The mini map is full with red dots. Opa.
Trap right ahead.
A trap? Oh no. Did we proc it? We went right through it. Let's see if we can disable this. It's moving around. I don't know what happened. Maybe it opened the door or something. Okay, while this is happening, I'm gonna throw an earthquake, which is gonna CC their backline. Slow them down. Wait, how is Ten dead? No, how is my mage dead? She just died. Was she channeling ability or something? That's a very bad start. Hopefully we can survive to finish them off.
I got it.
Let's down these guys. I'm stunned. You better not be leading me into a trap there.
The scars of us gain the advantage. Now you fall. Skill has won the day. I would like bandages.
You like bandages, huh? Sorry, but we're not getting any. I don't have bandage priority.
Shall be done.
Okay, let's see here. Random crossbow. Scale armor, don't need it. And some ancient texts. You gonna let him bleed?
What now?
He doesn't even have a wound. He's just complaining because he was low HP, but he's already full. The Scroll of Banastor. This is Unrighteous War about Blood Mages. There is update this little paragraph here. Finally, once you have come to ascend, have tasted the sweet nectar of the demonic blessing, arise anew, ascended as a god. Through the connection between earth and sky, flesh and dream, blood and memory, you have risen above the petty concerns of the chantry and her minions. Past the notice of secular nobles and their petty squabbles. Though the rituals inscribed in the scrolls you have mastered the minds of others, braved the temptations of the fate, and quashed the terrible will of demons, let no murder or theft weigh upon your mind, as your will is absolute and the world is yours to claim. Bruh, this scroll is literally telling people to become absolute power and don't care if they kill or steal. Ay, ay, ay. Cultist mages hiding in the doors are attacking. Wow. I don't like this situation on the back though. Where did this people come from?
Yes. Good to go.
We're also CC'd in Frost. I'm gonna try to unstack here and try to focus this one. Did we just get Kona cold? 3 people are CC'd. Oh, this is bad. Can we catch AoE? Lost the tank. Let's try a rest. We're kinda back. Gonna try to AoE here. Let's try stun arrow. Damn, that was tighter than I thought, especially with those gankers from the back. We barely made it.
It shall be done.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Good thing chances are untrapped. Silver chalice. This is literally one of the worst things you can find in the chest. It's just like 3 silver cup. These rooms look pretty empty. Even though they're well decorated. Empty on wood, I mean. Maybe any secret doors around here? Are you opening your eyes, Wilson? There might be some sneaky stuff. We actually couldn't find one secret door in the capital, even though there was something in the map there. I don't see any either. These cultists are just slapping me with their fists. Besides this mage. He's hiding behind the benches. Kona cold.
Where now?
Are we still frozen? Yeah. Slap him. Ha! Hoppa! Green stone, don't really know what's that used for. Maybe some special things. There's gonna be a lot of book reading here. 2 scrolls. Ornate chest. Opa. Heavy chainmail, don't need. Black pearl. At first glance, this appears to be an ordinary pearl, but then close inspection it seems odd. The air around it seems very still and lifeless. Southeast chamber key. Nothing updated after collecting those. Southeast. Ah yes, there was a locked door here. I'm gonna have to return.
As you say.
Elfruit. Chassin sack meat. A brutishly strong Oni liquor reminiscent of worm. Summer days, apple blossoms on the wind with the unexpected aftertaste of father going off to war. Never to return. Bitter to say the least. Well, probably some strong men would like this drink, but I like giving my gifts to the righteous women in the party. And also, we know the wind is gonna be dying soon, so maybe her tasting some drinks that maybe she has never tasted would be something she would appreciate. There you go.
Most kind.
Only +1 on the heart. Seems like someone else would have liked it more. She is sick? No. Her soul has been inflicted by a good spirit from the Fate. The Fate is like the Fate is like the spiritual realm where demons preside that come into the world to inflict? No. When you go inside someone to take control of him. Infest? No, I was thinking about some other word. Possess. That is the word. Winnie was there for some reason at some point, and she was supposed to die fighting a demon, but a good spirit possessed her and is keeping her alive. But she's telling me the spirit is starting to lose its power. So when the spirit fades away, so would her life that is sustaining, the spirit is sustaining her for some reason. For some task. Maybe for her to stop the blight, I don't know. I don't think we can. No one has noted anything towards any direction that she can be saved. Supposedly she already died, and at the moment is getting possessed like a... Imagine like she is a zombie of light. By a Holy Spirit she is being possessed. That's how her body is functioning. If the spirit leaves, she dies. But the spirit also seems to have... The spirit isn't supposed to be in this world, because it comes from a different world, so slowly it's fading away. And so she has a limited amount of time, maybe a year, I don't know. Maybe months. The Sermons of the Divine Renata. The weakness of mortal will is the great failing of all the Maker's children. We trade our honor as if it were the cheapest of currency. We do not understand what integrity is or what it is truly worth. From this ignorance, original sin was born. At some time, each of us has thought, what does it matter if I keep hold of my integrity? I am but one mortal. I am powerless. How blind we all are. The virtue of a single slave destroyed the Tevinter Imperium. The dishonor of one man drove the Maker from our sight. Ooh, that was bars, because I know exactly about which man the text is referring to. I don't know about the slave though, but I know about the man that drove out the Maker. It was Malefat. We were reading about him yesterday. He was the one that was in love with Andraste, but when Andraste got visited by the Maker and become a righteous churchwoman, the man started getting jealous because everyone was loving this churchwoman, and he couldn't love her the same way, so instead he made her an enemy because he couldn't have her, something like that. And he baited the people to kill her like she was a witch, and that caused the Maker to get angry. I tell you truly, nothing but the integrity of our hearts will win the love of the Maker back to us. It is all the power we shall ever possess to change the world for good or for ill. Indeed. Pretty much what this text said is that in order to be righteous, you need to first be righteous. No, in order for the world to become good again, first you need to start doing righteous deeds one person at a time. Everyone needs to do good. Why is there a room full of red dots on the bottom? Opa. Where did these guys come from? Hey! He threw fireball, but he also hit his comrades. Let's try to snipe him with my archer. Stan, you also gonna go focus this mage. Nice. We also got Quetch killed on the way.
I go.
Here! Very well.
Defend yourself.
His brother GNT is still good. Nice. I'm surprised they didn't find him. He was literally right there. Maybe they were alerted to me that I was in the other room. Alright, we got a key to this walk door. Let's see what's behind it. Hello?
Allow me. I could do that for you.
A great sword. Don't need it. Apprentice's cow. Don't need it.
As you like.
And a main hall key. Ah. It seems that in order for us to have progress at all through the middle, we would have to go west, left, and then the bottom. But we haven't went right yet. So let's check right before we try to enter the main hall. I'm gonna assume that it is.
As you say.
Anyone in here? Fallen Knight. The Armor of Diligence. Heavy armor. Health regen in combat 2 armor. That doesn't sound bad. But my armor is also pretty good. Armor of Diligence. My armor is medium, which gives me less fatigue, double less. And I get 3 armor, nature resistance, and stamina. What about my main hero? I get a full set of armor though here. With resistances. Nah, I'm gonna go with the set. That would be a good item if you played without a set though. Okay, this looks interesting. There's clearly a corridor to the right here, Wilson, but it's covered by rocks. Very sus. I don't see a way. It must be a bait on the map. To the main door then. Hello, Sheva man. How are you? Long time no see.
Shall be done.
Ash raid. That doesn't sound good. Okay, what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna tell my archer to focus the mage with a crit and he to go there, and you are gonna try to CC the mage with Petrify while I taunt on the middle and hope we get their attention. You remember this? Damn.
As you say.
Okay. The raids are coming to me. Did we get the Petrify? Stanley is going to try to finish the mage. The Petrify worked nice. Now he's gonna focus the archers while we're taking care of this raid situation. Let's see. Ow. That went pretty well. Good coordinated focus, DMD. Wait, this archer went all the way down?
So be it.
Nice. I haven't used mana flasks in a long time. There haven't been such a hard fight recently. Okay, let's see the side of the walls here if there is anything. No, just a close tunnel. A brazier. There is some art here, but it's so low fidelity, I don't really know what I'm seeing. I'm gonna assume this is like the maker. This... hard to tell. And the other one is hard to tell as well. Maybe just random art and I'm overthinking it. Let's see it. A knight riding a horse. Oh, this one. I don't see it. That kind of looks to me like a person here. 2 legs. A helm. And maybe this is the horse? But he's sitting way too far behind on it. Or too in front. The Holy Brazier. It got lit up. The brazier that stands atop of the stairs in the great hall of the temple has always been something of a mystery to us. This is the brazier that created the beings we call the Ash Raids. This is where Andraste followers immolated themselves and became the eternal guardians of her temple. Wow. I have painstakingly pieced together information from old books and from the tales and half-truths passed down to us by our forefathers. I believe I now understand the ritual used to create the raids. The brazier was lit with a consecrated taper, its flame taken from the everlasting fire that long ago consumed Andraste herself. The chosen disciple would fast and pray for weeks, taking into his body nothing but a sip of water a day. When the disciple was finally ready, he would place it in his mouth, a flawless black pearl, and step into the flames in ancient Tevinter. Black pearls were thought to be magical, able to stop the soul from passing through the veil when held in the mouth at the moment of death. Thus Andraste's disciples consigned themselves to the eternal flame. They became dust and ashes and rose again to protect the most beloved of the Maker. Okay, dude. And the Ash Raid now that we just fought. Legend has it that when Andraste's ashes were taken into hiding, some of her closest disciples gave themselves to the fire, and their lesser soul might remain to guard her final resting place forever. Whether they are the spirits of Andraste's disciples or merely fate spirits, the temple that houses the sacred urn is filled with wraiths. Created from a burned corpse, an Ash Raid is a powerful and amorphous opponent, able to lash and smother while being immune to most physical attacks, even if successfully dispersed. It can reform at a later time. Magic is the only real way to fight such a creature. Wind and ice being the most useful. They are capable of creating small whirlwinds that are devastating to anyone unfortunate enough to get close, and their touch leaves a person drained. Did they change anything after the releasing the patch? No, there is no change in the re-release of the patch. They re-released it because Sylvanas was bugged, that's it. I didn't see any orange text change.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Oh no! Tripwire traps.
Trap right ahead. Trap right.
Okay, let's down first.
Begun.
Yes.
Another tripwire trap here. Stan got caught in one of these. I'm gonna go for the stun arrow.
Of course. I never liked this part. Must have it. Done.
Alright then.
Very well.
Spell resistance rune. This minor magical channel captures the viewer's attention and distracts all pretty. Huh? Not sure what's up with that.
Shall be done. These things
Ash Raid Elite.
of unusual power.
Nice model. Let's see. The other Ash Raids are actually kind of killed with physical damage. Are they really resistant to it? No, they are not. Yeah, crit here for 90 physical damage. No problem. Gotta take care of this mage. And lightning damage. Is it me or the health bars are blinking weirdly? It's like some graphical bug or something. Especially when the Proteus are dying. Maybe it was just the mage. This must be Andraste statue, damn. Ancient elven gloves. Medium gloves. Oh, my one have 3 melee crit chance though, which is pretty good. What about your
Tell me.
gloves? That's armor. 1 dex gloves. Wait, she cannot wear those? 22 strength. Son of a gun. What about your gloves? Nature damage. Well, guess I'm not using these gloves then. There is a left pad and a right pad. I'm taking the right pad. The righteous pad. Liliana, this woman looks like you. What the fuck?
Enemies approaching. This begun.
And they have a mage again.
No Natara.
Let's try petrifying. Okay, staying going. Oppa! Big combo.
So be it. Yes.
What a CC on him. I'm gonna put Indomitable once then in this zone. My other teammates are not helping. Stop chilling.
Back.
I shall do it.
Hello?
Enemies approaching.
Goddamn mages. And an Ash
Shall
ring.
be done.
Resisted the Cone of Cold. Spray out of it. Whew. Vaza. Just a long bow there. My inventory is starting to get full. What the fuck? Even 120.
Very well.
Why are my other teammates not coming?
Shall be done.
Team,
Good to go.
how are you blocked?
Yes.
Must be the stairs. Trap triggered. Oh boy. Something is impaling me from the corridor.
Yes, of course. And if but like this path. Come
Is it already
and
proc?
get it.
See if I can disable it. It's too late.
Shows. I shall do it. Do it.
That's a misclick.
As you say, I shall do it.
Wormling Lair. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's check the other entrance first.
More enemies ahead. Very well.
Gotta clear up Turare so brother Genitivi doesn't get ganked.
I shall do it.
Feels like a mirror on how the rooms are situated. This room has more chests, however. Opa. Parallax.
As you like.
Opa!
Of course.
A trap chest. You don't see that every day. It turned into a raid. I think more of them might be like that as well. Aha!
Is that all you've got?
Yeah, mimics. Hey. One of them's even elite. Got him a little. Oh boy. This is actually working pretty bad. I'll try to stun out. Toast around. Nice heal from Win. XP is also good wood. True, true.
We must not exhaust our supply.
That mage didn't suspect a thing here. Low. Opa!
Shall be done. I shall
So be it.
Not sure if I'm getting experience from the raid specifically.
very well.
Okay. Let's go back. At least I'm not seeing any experience number. The stair bug.
As you say.
Man. Come on, man. Okay, let's see what's in here. Hello?
An enemy lies ahead.
Coatis Overseer.
I go.
This guy has a big hammer. Damn, damn. Team, stand your stuck. Let's do a big AoE slasher.
As you wish.
Opa. I expected this room to be a bit better guarded, but maybe in the inner sanctum.
It has begun.
Split me out boots. I'm on my last free SWAT on the inventory. Walding texture? Mages were waiting in ambush. Tempest. I'm gonna AoE here. Just in case. what that Tempest spell did. Oh, Conical. Whew. Silver Chalice.
More enemies ahead.
Get him. Throw the AoE stun, you throw the AoE sword. Nice. He running after us stun. Son of a gun. Must be getting close to something. No, we're just a Riddler in the beginning of the map. Ay, ay, ay.
Trap right ahead.
We got trapped. We're getting attacked by Dragon Link from the back. Opa, end the front.
I never liked this part.
Where is your mama? There's quickening
Trap right ahead.
when they die.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna stay in front to check for traps with Liliana. Oh, auto save from the game. Got this mage. Can we one shot him until he's casting? Got CC. Alright, the mage is down. Another mage is shooting. Wait! We're getting ganked from behind. Stan, you go back, help the ladies.
Come and get it.
I'm gonna taunt as well. Liliana, you focus the mage now. Can you even click on him? He's in the weird angle. We're out of mana. I'm gonna pop this thing. I can't click on this mage, man. There, finally. Up, we got frozen very badly. Stun him. Luthor's grasp.
That will be answered.
That killed Liliana.
Cost cut off.
But we managed to stabilize with the rest. Aye, aye. Spell resistance room. I have only one free inventory spot left.
Head.
Where is this trap? Uh-huh.
Trap right ahead.
Another one. And more guys waiting in ambush.
Let's make this quick.
firebolt. I don't usually use crossbow that much. But we do have a crossbow sword on Stan in case he needs to range it up. Can I stack these crossbow bolts on top of him so I don't have to carry them? That's a quest item, crafting. Holder? Is that where I need to be? No. Accessories? No. Weapons? Uh-huh. There we go. Fire arrow. I don't want to use at the moment. Injury kit we could use. Penalty to cunning, yeah. We're gonna use it on her. But that cures 3 wounds. I'll keep it for now. Can we make a lesser kit? Yes, we can. Damn, that's expensive though. A distilling agent? Nah. We're gonna skip it. Hey! They're coming from the back again.
Try to be merciful.
We must fight.
And this ability damages usually if the character has shield mastery, the damage from each hit increases. I feel like this should be my ultimate skill, but it's not doing damage on the 2 hits, only on the 1 and the 4th. I expected a lot more damage from that one.
Very well.
Here I am.
Soldier's heavy helm. Don't have space for those items. I'm gonna have to skip them.
On my way.
The Frostback Mountains. Oh boy. Let me take a sip because that's gonna be a lot to read. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Kord the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of Belenas, the mountain that lies at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Kord devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor. Music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart. Kord could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Kord. The Lady of the Sky sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and the strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart. And for a year and a day they searched. But Sparrow and Raven, Vulture and Eagle, Swift and Albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the Ptarmigan spoke up. Is that an actual word? I have to Google this. Ptarmigan. It is a word. What the fuck? It's a bird. I've never heard or seen that. Look at this. This is a ptarmigan. A rock ptarmigan bird. Is this actually a swift bird? Kinda looks like a pigeon a bit. Scotland bird. Medium-sized game bird in the group family. It is known simply in Europe. It is the official bird for the Canadian territory, where it is known as a geekik. Okay. Ice type bird. It makes sense, we're in the Frostback Mountains. The birdie spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird too humble to soar, which spends half his time hopping along the ground. So it is a ground bird, it's not a flying bird. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her only way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the god's terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry. So she rode it little by little out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the golden cast struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it aroused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Kord neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest and he was whole again. Then Hakon Winter's Breath bound Kord's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape. And all its remaining gods named the Ptarmigan, honored above even the loftiest eagles. Damn. I'm not sure why we got this cool story about this little bird, but we definitely learned something new. I'll tell you that. I never knew this bird existed. I think it's the god that created the mountains around his heart. Those were the Frostback Mountains. Yeah. That's the what about the place we are in at the moment. Are we gonna find signs of Set Heart, or is gonna be an interesting question?
Yes.
Oh, they have double mage there. This could be bad if I don't CC one of them right now. Like this one. Walked. Okay, well, I don't like what's going on town first. AoE here. And can you please... Oh, the petrify didn't work. Okay, we finally dealt with everything on the back.
Go.
We're out of mana. I don't think we need to worry to survive though. So the god was a bird? No. The god was a giant tyrant. The bird was sent by the goddess of sky. Well, technically, it wasn't. The goddess of sky sent all the birds to find his heart because the god was tormenting the world and the people. And none of the birds were able to find his heart, to bring the heart so the god can calm down. But this bird was able to,
Very well.
by going slowly and determinedly
Enemies approaching.
through the icy mountains
As you say.
on foot,
Make
compared
a
to the others that
preserve.
were flying. He never gave up, even though he was on a disadvantage. He was pretty much playing a non-meta bird hero, we also, and became a legend at the end. Damn. There's 2 paths, a left and a right. Guess where I'm going? Reminds me the race of the turtle and the bunny. That is a good story. I know what you're talking about. I cannot do anything with this goat.
Dragon, not to be taught.
Opa! Drakes! Those are big boys. Gotta run some CC. Damn, they have a lot of CC, this son of a guns, man. Shush.
Quickly, we must fight.
I never liked this fox.
Alright. Drake scale. New quest item. Drake scale armor. Acquire Master Wade in Denerim's market edition can make amazing Drake scale armor if you give him enough Drake scales. How would I know that though? I actually talked to the Master Wade in Denerim Trade District and he didn't mention anything about that, I think. I just randomly remember that maybe I can give it to him to craft the armor. Dragon Field. Stone Warrior statue, a small stone carving of a humanoid warrior. I need to start throwing some stuff here. Alright then. You can have the statue. Win again.
I stand ready.
Win. For the win.
Most kind.
Only one. If she gets only one, that means that she wasn't the right person to give this item to, but I'm not replaying with the other heroes anyway. Let me get my milk out of the fridge.
We might want to walk softly here.
A mage.
As you say.
He discovered 2 assassins though. I gotta stay here in town. He shot the assassins with the fireball. Didn't go to level up. More damage. He's already full on two-handed weapon styles. I guess I'll start leveling archery for him as a second thing, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't really need anything else. There are 2 paths. One forward and one to the left. I'll go forward for now.
Lava? Do you think this mountain is about to erupt? Because I don't really want to be here when it does.
This looks like a main place. Let's check the other pad then.
As you say.
This also kind of looks a big place. Hello? Something is hiding. Mages. Ow! I got penetrated by a trap. Come on. That was nasty. Now got that guy down. Can we actually see that as a trap that we can remove? Uh-huh. Click it.
Enough. There.
Is that all you've got? Done. As you like.
We're not gonna get those.
I shall.
Only keeping the inventory for quality wood at this point. Is that the mountain? That doesn't look like gold.
Right away.
Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh boy. Hello?
Stop! You will go no further!
Who are you?
You do not have the right to demand my name. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Damn, that guy kinda looks like Leonidas from 300. They attacked me, man. I've come to make sure you never hurt anyone again. Maybe. I have come for the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Yes, tell me your name and I will tell you why I'm here. An old temple must hold. I have come for the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
You did this all for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The Prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
I don't wanna slay her. You're mad Andraste is dead? I wish to see this arise on Andraste, yes. And what has happened to the ashes? Will you accept an apology? This is heresy. Yeah, let us see this Andraste.
None but the disciples may approach Andraste.
What?
She is not ready yet. But when the time is right, she will descend upon the nations in fiery splendor, and all will know her. But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions.
I'm not doing anything for you. Why do you suddenly want to cooperate with me? Yes.
It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion.
No, your Andraste will fall before me as the others have? No? Just say what you have to say? Alright, maybe we could come to some sort of agreement. Or perhaps you're just delusional. I know, maybe Andraste has actually reborn. We don't know. We haven't seen the ashes. And this guy wants to be diplomatic. I think we have to see what he has to offer. Say what you have to say.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Father Colgrim. I lead the disciples of Andraste. Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal Andraste. The urn is watched by an immortal guardian. He is trapped in the past and refuses to accept the risen Andraste. Now the ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist.
The ashes prevent Holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. This could be a demon though, we don't know for sure. We need to see it with our own eyes. You would destroy the ashes, I would see you dead first. Go on, just get to the part about me helping you. So what? You want to toss them out a window? I don't know. I don't know what he saw. Like, maybe it is the Andraste. Go on.
The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge. Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady.
This sounds like heresy though. Only blood mages do things with blood. I don't think anything with blood is connected to Andraste. It's belief usually. You speak of evil. Yes. You do speak of evil. But I have a bad feeling about this, yes. Why have you not done this then? Why have you not done this?
The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps what power remains from the true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
What is this talk of blood and power?
Yeah.
And he thinks Andraste is reborn. It is preposterous. Ugh, I do not like this.
There is nothing but madness in his words. He is a fanatic, and a dangerous one. Be warned, he means to lead you astray.
The rewards for performing such a service would be great, indeed.
I already thought this guy is sus, and the two righteous women behind me also has sensed the Jokerism in this guy. You speak of evil, I must destroy you.
Evil? Who are you to judge us? To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory! Yeah!
I commend his devotion to his task, but this sounds not very righteous. I was kinda the aggressor, but this guy, I feel like this guy, up to this point, his entire people were trying to kill me, and now all of a sudden he wants to use me for unrighteous reasons. I'm not buying it. As much as I don't want to be the aggressor, I feel like this time I'm gonna have to pop off. Let's see. Wait, what? I'm dead? This is going bad. Let's throw a quick bomb here. Trying to rest me. I'm gonna use a small mana pot. Sten, are you finished chasing this mage, bro? Was Liliana. Let's try to petrify this guy. I'm out of cooldown. Resist it. Your potion.
Go.
Sten finally killed one of the mages. I need a bigger mana pot. Rest is on cooldown. Try finish that other mage. Stun. Hey. Not looking ideal. 2v2. I don't have a rest soon. Life ward. No. Let's try freeze.
Immediately.
I go.
Okay. Small mana pot. Let's try freeze him.
As you say.
I need small mana pot again. Race is on cooldown. Regen.
Speak.
How is your energy stand? Pretty low. That's fine. And we got it. That was a tight. Ooh, babe.
Why does that always happen to me?
There is a small chance that he was saying the truth. But I don't know. My righteous compass is telling me that he's not telling me everything, he's trying to bait me. What I need? Flanking strikes. Character has mastered use a shield for both offense and defense and receives additional benefits when using shield dash, shield pummel. Oh, that's a passive. But in order for us to learn it, we need to get Dex. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna level up a bit of Dex. Because it gives passive values. But this ability, I don't think I'm gonna be using it at all. Or is it a passive as well? Oh. Character is proficient enough with a shield to defend from one angle so that attackers no longer benefit from flanking. So pretty much we're gonna be more tanky.
It shall be done.
Fate's Edge. Tier 6 two-handed weapon. How does it compare to your weapon, Sten? It's a stronger base attack damage, stronger crit, less armor penetration, 2 willpower, 5 critical, backstab damage. Plus 5% critical damage, but my mace has a 6 attack. I don't know, I feel like my weapon is better even though it's a lesser tier. Got fire resistance as well. Because with 6 attacks it becomes 18 damage to the other 15 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my weapon. Kogrim's Horn. This horn embezzled with a modified Chantry symbol belonged to Father Kogrim of Heaven when he wished to commune with a high dragon that he believed to be Andraste reborn. This horn would sound out from the mountaintop. Sound this horn from the top of the mountain overlooking the village of Heaven to summon the high dragon. Have to go have a nice rest of the stream, Nick. Thank you for staying well, awesome. Appreciate you. Have a good day, man. So, high dragon. I don't know how we know that the high dragon is the currently. It kind of spoiled it to me in the description. But dragons are not considered the righteous gods. They're considered the old evil gods. So, this is definitely bad news. Mountain top. Let's go check the other room first then. Before the mountain top situation. I just realized something. Earlier, when we're getting in the village, we read a book that was talking about dragon coats. I think this is exactly what we're seeing here. There wasn't much information about the dragon coat, and one thing that was known about them was... Wait, why is there an archer here? Huh. Was the... They drink the blood of the dragon to gain power. What is that mod mention of? Are you riding knots or something? Paying attention to the war? It's gonna be on the test tomorrow during the Q-Time games. Cultist. Overseer.
Quickly, we must.
Stan, you gotta see if we can take down this guy. I'm gonna throw a stun arrow. And we're gonna attack him.
El Barak!
These dragons are coming out of somewhere. And a massive dragon is behind me. Oh boy. That's not good. I think we're losing here. This is too much. Where did this guy come from? Did they proc because I attacked the overseer? That's kind of unfair position to fight him, man. Yeah.
More enemies ahead!
Guess I'll try to take these rivers first.
Must have victory.
Okay, Liliana, you move forward, check for traps now.
Going to the right ahead.
Something procced right now. Move. Taunt?
Make it fast.
Stuck between the wall. Throw a stun arrow there. Nice one. Good job.
Make this quick.
The AoE stuns though. Holy moly. They took Liliana.
I shall
Oh, it's because of the Dragon Eggs. That's why all these guys came. Spell Weaver. Tier 6 main hand. Longsword. Has 5 magic, 1 mana regen. Spell is only usable by an Arcane Warrior. I cannot use that then. The eggs don't seem interactable with. I actually had the option to become an Arcane Warrior throughout the game. And supposedly I did. But I never invested into the path. Wait, aren't I an Arcane Warrior though? Dwarf Commoner Warrior. Because I thought I did become that. Accidentally, but I never committed to it. Whatever. Maybe best not to be. I feel like I'm more of a normal paladin. Shinobi, you never answered my question, my good sir. Hey. Are you paying attention? Can we see this mage? Stand. Go finish him off. Worked.
Right while you can.
damn you!
Here comes trouble.
I shall do it.
The First Blight Chapter 3. This world during the First Blight was different from the world we know today, aside from the civilized rule of the Imperium. Humans as a race were largely barbarous and splintered, divided into clans and tribes and squabbling amongst them ourselves for resources. At the same time, deep beneath Tedas' great mountain ranges spanned the dwarven culture as organized and advanced as ours was primitive. As the Darkspawn bubbled up to the surface from their underground lairs, mankind first buckled and then fought back. The armies of Tevinter attempted to face down the multitudes of twisted creatures and the horrid rotting of the land around them, but they could not be everywhere at once. Human history remembers the First Blight as a time of terrible devastation, and those stories are accurate. But in our arrogance, we often forget the price paid by the Dwarven in their isolated mountain kingdoms. The Dwarves face far greater hordes than humanity as the Darkspawn challenged them for control of the underground. Despite the might and technology the Dwarves brought to bear, the savage Darkspawn tore through them, first destroying the more remote takes before swallowing up entire kingdoms. Think of it, an entire civilization lost in the space of decades. Compared to their near genocide that the dwarves faced, what we humans call the First Blight must have seemed a mere skirmish. Against the Darkspawn, the dwarven lands have always borne the brunt of the fighting and the majority of the sacrifices. 4 dwarven kingdoms finally managed to combine their might and fight back, and that cooperation saved them. But for the rest of their lands it was too late. The Darkspawn had taken the deep roads, the majestic underground passages that linked the dwarven lands throughout Tedas. The Darkspawn could now attack anywhere on the surface through these tunnels. Humanity simply was not prepared for such an onslaught. It was clear that the warfare we knew would not avail us. We had to find a new way to fight. Thus came our salvation. The Grey Wardens were born. We kinda already knew all that. Why are there items in the dragon, eh? Blood Mage Life Drinker Necklace. Oh, that's not good. A new codex for that though. No one knows for certain where the amulet came from. All have is legend. Long before the Golden City turned black, there lived in Tevinter Imperium a frail old magician in the court of Archon. He was the least among the mages of the court, the lamplighter, whose task it was to set all the thousands of candles alight and snuff them again when the Archon retired for the evening. He was counted as useless by all the most influential magisters, but he was only biding his time. One day when all the magisters of the Imperium were assembled in the great hall of the Archon, the lamplighter struck. He conjured a massive firestorm in the hall, trying to assassinate all who were assembled and seize power himself. The court was made up of the most powerful mages of the Imperium, and they worked quickly to destroy the would-be usurper, but found, to their astonishment, their magic was no match for the old mage. Every spell they cast was countered, and the magister began to fall, one by one, until only the Archon himself and the lamplighter were left, walked in a battle of magic and will. The Archon saw that with each spell he cast, the lamplighter himself seemed to wither and fade a little more. So he bombarded the mage with spell after spell until at last nothing was left of the palace but rubble. Nothing left of the court but corpses, and nothing left of the lamplighter but a golden pendant. This the Archon kept to remind himself that the treachery could come from even the most innocuous sources. So pretty much what magic corrupted that lamplighter? How did he get so much power? In any case, we're gonna return back to the other path and seek the top of the mountain, where we're gonna seek out this new reborn Andraste that the cult leader was talking about, and see if his words had any merit. Are we gonna find out the light, or are we gonna find darkness at the top of the mountain? We are ready to face it. Nice little smoke. This cannot be loading texture, Sheva, man. We already been in this place. How are we loading textures again? Here we go. The light. This looks like a different dragon, not the archdemon. Wait, just went to randomly sleep. Interesting timing. The mountain walks, pestilent and corrupted. Not a good start for the dragon. There it is. I have a sword icon on him. I don't know why. Can we talk? Let's check the right side first.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Yes, of course.
Don't need any of those. Some lava here. A dragon in Dragon Age. This is the second one we see, damn yeah. It's all coming together. This also leads to somewhere, to a ruined temple. I don't know if this is considered the way back or not, but I'll check it. This was the pack that was walked earlier. It is the way back. But now magically it's open. Alright. Forward then. We come in peace, dragon. We're just seeking the ashes for a righteous cause. The gauntlet. Was he the defender of the ashes that he was talking about? I don't think so. I think it was the one they wanted to... They thought it was Andraste Reborn. The Guardian.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
This is the Guardian. Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
Let's not waste time. How do I get there? Who are the men who have taken over the rest of the temple? Yes, I want to know more about that.
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful, in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
They have also forgotten her because they have no brains anymore. They're all dead, don't worry. In a sense, they haven't forgotten her. So the dragon is not Andraste, I take it.
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power.
True, true. How did the belief spread to the rest of the disciples?
It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced.
Tell me more about these disciples.
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her.
What can you tell me about the urn?
You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell?
How do I get to the urn?
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
So I have to fight you? No. But what if I'm not worthy? I need the ashes to cure a noble man. I'm gonna say the truth.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
That sounds unpleasant. Can it be avoided? I demand you to take me to urn. What is the gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
I hope there is not a test of intellect. I'm the worst at that. Alrighty, let's get this over with.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past.
Look how Sten is standing
Your
on the side.
And the suffering of others. You rose above your caste to become a Grey Warden, but you left behind your family, who relied on you.
Opa.
Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail them?
Ooh. No, but my sister approved of this, though. No, even if I stayed, they would still be miserable. Yes, I should have done more to get them out of there. Yes, I should have not left them. No, they said I should go anyway. Yeah, how do you know my past? I'm gonna ask first.
Your path is laid out before me and plain to see. In the lines of your face and the scars on your heart. Do you believe you failed your friends and family?
No, they said I should go anyway.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours nor someone else's.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
Barshera, leave the past where it falls.
Accept your failings, but do not let them govern your life.
You could not have known what would happen. You did what you thought was best.
And what of those that follow you?
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
Damn.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left?
Ooh!
He spoke only to Andraste.
Ooh!
Do you believe yourself her equal?
That's tight
I
question.
never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
Opa.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
Demand whatever answers you want, Spirit.
You came to this land as an observer,
Ooh!
but you killed a family in a blind rage. Have you failed your people by allowing a Qunari to be seen in that light?
I have never denied that I failed.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
A test of fate. I think what he asked all three of them was to be true to themselves. He wasn't really accusing them. He was simply stating what happened in all three situations, and they kind of finished out what their souls speak about them with their own words. And he probably sensed that they were telling the truth. Damn. Andraste's arrows. Sheesh. We're gonna need to throw some stuff. I don't think we're gonna be wooding anything further inside the temple though. Because it's a holy place. I'll open up some space here.
I shall do it.
The Maker's first children. The Maker's first creations were the spirits, glorious beings that populate the many spires of the Golden City, and the Chant of Light says that they revered in the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied, although the spirits were like him in that they could manipulate the Aether and create from it. They did not do so. They had no urge to create, and even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity of life. The Maker realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all but one and most important way. They did not have a spark of divine within them. He expelled all the spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade, and proceeded to his next creation, life. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it, separated from the Fade by the veil. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them, and thus would need to struggle to survive. In return for the struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul, and he watched with pleasure as his children creation flourished and allowed the ingenuity that he had hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favor. Through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the fate to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw, each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm so they could vicariously possess a spark of the divine through them. As the spirits grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest parts of the dreamers. Their lands were places of torment and horror, and you knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored those dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom and proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw and became the first demons. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, pride. These are the dark parts of the soul that give demons their power. The hooks they used to claw their way into the world of the living. It was demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmare into the fade in the hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And the Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children, and in return they had created sin. Damn. So pretty much the demons in the Fel are kind of like fallen angels, and they're baiting humans to go against the Maker. Oh boy. Elisei. I remember some of these names from books. Lady Vasilia, Tain Shartan, General Maferat. This is the betrayer. Disciple Havard, Archon Hesarian. This was a righteous man. Disciple Kater. So I know only 2 of the 8 people in this room. Let's start talking one by one then. Brona.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
What? Could you repeat that?
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Something about the fate, dreams, love, the moon and digestion. Say it again.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light.
Yeah, it is
What
dreams.
do I speak?
Cause it happens during the night and it's swept in the morning.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
But that was a bit easy because the rest of the answers were very far away from the dreams answer. They weren't like big on confusing me.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A coconut? No. Wind? No. A tune? No. The plague? None of these sound like the answer.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Wark. What does that word mean? A small ground wailing songbird. A song.
Lark.
So if it's a bird that potentially sings, let's hear it again. It's either a tune or a wind.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune makes more sense.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Ferelden, home, an alienage, death.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home?
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Murder, war, vengeance, love. Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
The husband of Hissarion? Damn, she got the red Jawas then. Go level up on win. Frost weapons. While this mode is active, the caster enchants the party's weapons with frost so they deal additional cold damage with each melee attack. DMD.
What now?
I don't have space for this, man. So many spells. I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna have to increase her bar then. $50 upkeep.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain.
Jealousy?
Of what do I speak?
Woman, children, jealousy, religion. There it is.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betray.
I even guessed that without the answers.
I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
I also remember in his story he was jealous though, so that helped.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace.
Mountains?
Veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom.
Frostback Mountains?
Of what do I speak?
The mountains, stars, clouds, sheep. I mean, the bones of the world must have some foundation. It must be mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Our intellectual potential is in peak condition. Are we gonna be flawless victory on this though?
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies.
Time?
Of what do I speak?
Hunger? That must be it. Fire, woman, lightning. Let's hear it again.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword.
Hunger is sharp.
Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
The last one. The Archon of the Church.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Andraste? Time, mercy, queen's weakness. Say again?
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak? She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy. A tyrant wouldn't give mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Damn. Leske! Oh no. This must be my memory.
Hey, what's shaping?
Leske, you're dead.
You're right, I'm dead. No thanks to you, Sal Raka.
You betrayed me to Jarvia.
What else could I have done? Jarvia owned me. We all do what we need to survive. Even you.
I'm sorry I left all of you. What is the purpose of the charade? I don't care what you are, I will not play your game. No, I'm not sorry. I had to leave for the good for everyone. What is the purpose of this charade?
Don't you remember what you said? You don't think you failed us. You've forgotten us. That's the way it goes, isn't it? You can't afford to think about the past. You have to look forward. I'm proud of you for moving on. Here, I found this lying around and I've no use for it. I know you'll do something good with it. Goodbye, my friend. Remember me.
The past didn't hold me down. He gave me something. Elfroot. Reflection. 1 constitution, 15 healing, receive amulet. Has 1 less constitution, but the healing receive is good for me as a tank. I'll take it. We have passed the second test.
More enemies ahead!
Oh, we gotta defeat our own selves. Or our darker version. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Well, we need to CC the healer.
Let's end this!
So let's try to petrify. It worked. But she's not dying yet. Damn. Throw a stunning arrow. Stan is not getting healed because he needs CC. Huge. Go focus Liliana. I'm gonna taunt.
Try to be merciful. Battle it is then.
I'm getting a bit low here. We're out of mana. Alright, let's do a cleansing arrow.
I'm here.
Liliana kiting the standboy though. DMD.
I go. It is done.
There's only one trial that remains. Andraste, Wolfhard's disciples should love the Maker. As we have faith in the Maker, so must we have faith in our friends.
I suspect we'll have to work together to get across.
Okay.
That part of the bridge looks like it's there, but I don't think it is. Try something else.
How do we know which part is the real part though? Maybe we need to create a bridge and go one by one. Okay, let's see here.
My friend.
Yeah, but only one of us can pass. It must be me. I'm the one that is gonna risk passing. Wait. Stand!
Say what you must.
I cannot do it. Huh? Why not? Is that not what we need to do?
Ask away.
I'm kinda confused.
Here I am.
Huh?
I stand ready.
What the fuck is going on?
Yes.
Do we need to do it one by one?
Let us be careful.
That doesn't work either. Or is it bug texture? I don't know. Maybe I need to find two of the same kind. This is the same there.
These are like stepping stones, aren't they?
Okay.
We have to take them one at a time to get across.
Oh boy. Yeah, but wait, what? I'm gonna fall on the next one. Like, that's not gonna work.
All is well?
So I can sit here But then the next one. Damn, hello Arda, thank for the sub, my good sir, appreciate. I'm somewhat enjoying the game, yeah. Especially for the story and the narrative. Those are definitely its strongest parts. Combat a little bit less. So here is the problem now. When I make Win go from there to solidify the next step, I'm gonna fall. So maybe I need to find one that has two. Uh-huh. I see. There is one with two, I think. No. 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 These are two.
Yes, my friend?
I stand ready.
Wait, why both of them don't solidify now? Scammed. This should be the way to solve it.
Yes.
See, it's the first one,
My friend.
the second one, and that both at the same time. But it doesn't work.
Ask away.
That didn't work either. To solidify the second one. This seems the right order. So we move forward and then we move away. Liliana? No. Sten. Oh boy. Yeah, but then I don't know what's gonna happen after. Oh, this is gonna be very risky. Then I can only move Sten. The rest are walked. Fuck. I need to predict the last two parts of the puzzle before I do them. Otherwise it's not gonna work. Ah, this is harder than I thought. Oh boy.
Be cautious.
This is big intellectualism. Let me read, cause I'm starting to get annoyed. Did you guys ever complete this puzzle? It looks like you actually need to put some good thought in it to figure it out. Ay, ay, ay. There doesn't seem to be any numerical memory about it. It looks more like a visual puzzle. Did Arda complete this puzzle? I would usually end the stream and eat, but I don't want to leave it halfway like that. I'm done. Okay, let's see here. So when Sten moves from 3, this activate the same thing, that's weird. So does this. From 3, it would go to 1. But that's not enough. We need to see what is 2 and 3.
Here I am.
Yes.
Aha. So when Sten moves from 3 left, he needs to move to 4 right. And then you can move to 1 left, and then we're checkmated. Oh no, she can move. And then if Sten moves, this falls.
Say what you must.
Damn, there's no way I can remember this. She cannot move from this point. She cannot move from this point either. We need to find 2
Yes, my
at
friend.
the end. Is there something I can write in the game as notes? Is it impossible to remember, man?
If you must.
Tell me.
So
All is well?
I stand ready.
Ask away.
let's start from the beginning. I'm confusing them and myself
Here I
more like
am.
that.
Yes?
Uh-huh. I can see that it's doable, but I cannot remember it.
Hello.
So from 3 it's going to have to go to let's number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Three, 6, 7, 8. We don't need to remember the first number. So 9. Nine, 3, 7. Ah, but then I need to remember from where I'm moving. Oh, man. Fuck. Because I might move from the wrong one.
Say what you must.
Let us be careful.
What now?
Of course.
Hey, man. I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Hello.
If you must.
Yes?
Here I am.
Okay.
All is well?
9. Into 3. 93. Then 5. Five, 7, 9, 3, 5, 7. $12. 9, 3, 5, 7. Let's try this again. Nine goes to 3. Hey! That doesn't work. Oh, it does work. 9 goes to 3. 5 goes to 7. That's 7 here though. And then no.
Ask away.
If you must.
Yes.
Say what you must.
Nine 3 5 7.
Let us be careful. You fare well.
Why this doesn't work? This doesn't work. They don't stack like that.
Hello.
Okay. 9 3 5 7 12 to 2. And then wait, this is not gonna work. Everything is in the space. It should work though. Wait a second.
You fare well.
This is not the way.
Of course.
Huh? I cannot figure the last piece of the puzzle here for it to make sense without moving the rest of the guys. We're on 12 though. 12 goes to... That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Hello.
Twelve needs to go somewhere that is gonna stabilize the third spot with her.
Vinoc Hall.
Nothing works at the moment. It's impossible. How we gonna stabilize it? I cannot move from here because I'm gonna fall. The only way this is gonna make sense is if Sten goes up, but it doesn't work.
Here I am.
It's not gonna work.
Be cautious.
I stand ready.
Yes?
What the fuck?
I stand ready.
Why don't you stabilize there, bro? No fucking way. This should be it. I'm in a place I cannot move anymore. Huh? Why is it working now? Wait, that didn't work last time. Wait a second. Goes to 2. But now if you move Leliana, no. Oh, you move Win.
Careful.
Oh! 12 to 2? 3 2? Seven. Okay. Nine 3, 5 7, 12 2, 3 7. 9 3, 5 7, 12 2, 3 7. Let's try it again as a practice. Man. This is a pain in the ass to memorize. Okay. 9 3. First is Leliana. 9 into 3. 5 7. 12 to 2. And then 3 to 7. Wait, what? To 8? Aha, last number was 8, not 7. There it is. 9 3, 5 7, 12 2, 3 8. No mistakes, let's get. Ay, ay, ay.
Say what you must.
Here I am.
Nine 3, 5 7, 12 2, 3 8. Let us begin. 9 3.
Hello.
It's very risky when everything's on the line. 5 10 into 7. We move forward. 12 into 2. And 3 to 8.
Tell me.
Wait, don't move! What are you doing? Fucking tactics, man. And then 3 to 8.
again.
Why are you writing me in the chat? I wanted to do it not on paper, man. I already did it before you wrote it, though. Aye. Writing it on paper would be cheesing. Because we don't have paper in our hands at the moment inside the game. We had to literally do it as the characters, man. And no advices as well. I thought that was the last trial, though. Is there any more trials?
I don't know what to say.
I know what I need to do. I need to cross to the fire and have faith. But I'm gonna check the altar first. The altar is little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out the inscription carved into the face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cook yourself in the goddess of spirit. King and slave, word and beggar. Be born anew in the maker's sight. Remove equipment, yes. We need to go through the fire naked. I remember this from the righteous teachings of the maker. Only I shall pass. All of you got naked. All of us will pass them.
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Damn. Guys, you better don't cross through the fire. I'm moving alone. My fate has finally brought me to my just reward. Ameno. A righteous knight bathed in the light.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Congratulations, you found a waste bin.
This guy. These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Take a pinch of the ashes. Leave. Sound the horn from the top of the mountain overlooking the village of heaven to summon the High Dragon. If I wish to commune with the High Dragon. Maybe we're gonna do this on the way out. See what the dragon wants. I don't need to examine the ashes anymore. We've got what we needed for. An unfortunate adventurer.
Shall be done.
Bell of the Magister Ward. A golden demon pendant. No, the pendant that looks eerily like the head of a demon hangs off the thick gold chain. And a fancy vase.
I stand ready.
Winnie, you are close to the fate. You can take the demon pendant.
Most kind.
Seems like you didn't like it as much. These chests, we're not gonna open them. There are things that have been left for Andraste here. It would be sacrilege to get anything more from what we've gotten so far. Let us leave. Team. The last thing we're gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna leave the sounding of the horn for tomorrow. We've done enough. We're gonna call it here. Tomorrow We're gonna sound the horn and we're gonna return the... with the ashes to heal the arrow. That is the plan for tomorrow. Alright then. Whew. That was very cool, man. I love the trials. Especially the last one was very challenging. I had to full focus to figure that one out. And with no mistakes as well. I knew it was a one shot or you fail. I didn't want to save scam it, you know. I wanted to actually do it properly according to the instructions. I'm not gonna be raiding anyone because it's late.